Yo, 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 welcome back to Brandon Smooth TV. I am back at you with another review coming to America, or coming to America. As in the number, as in the second one, the sequel. I checked the movie out, and with this movie, you gotta understand, this movie's been around, it came out a long time ago. 88 was a good year. It was the year I was born, and it's the same year this movie dropped. So of course we know it features Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall with a huge cast of big names. We got James Earl Jones in there, a whole bunch of other people in the original movie, and for the sequel they brought even more big name actors and actresses in. So um, it was weird picking up 30 years later. And, for any of my constituents that talk to me, I've always explained the thing about sequels. When you do a sequel, to me, if a certain amount of time passes, it kind of loses some of its edge. Because new stuff comes out and new movies come out all the time, and people will kind of forget about it. Case in point, the goddamn sequel to Independence Day. Did nobody give a fuck about that? Um, Incredibles, which was a great Disney Pixar movie, but they did the sequel years later, so it didn't hit as good. Even the Avatar Part 2. Now, James Cameron, he's supposed to be dropping Avatar Part 2. I don't even remember when the first Avatar came out. What was it, like 2010, 11, 12, something like that? It's 2021. And do you think fans lose interest over a certain amount of time? Yes. But if you have a cult classic movie and a true classic, you can come back and do a sequel a number of years later and people will enjoy it. So that brings me all the way up to Coming to America. Now, I enjoyed the movie overall. I literally chuckled and laughed throughout the entire thing. Um, my best takeaway from this movie was how they paid homage to the original. And from the lens of this movie, they made it really seem like a good, wholesome black with the black cast and a good, wholesome love story. Something that's definitely needed, and these are the things that need to be pushed to the forefront of the black community. So I love how they showed the old clips and explained what happened 30 years ago and how they got to where they are now. Secondly, I also enjoyed the CGI they did when they made Eddie Murphy a little younger so he can meet Leslie Jones' character and figure out that he has a bastard son from Leslie Jones on a one night stand that he blacked out and didn't remember. That was hilarious. And I couldn't think of anybody better than her and Tracy Morgan to actually fill in Queens because they basically represented Queens. Now, as far as the other cast, they had a lot of new people. Everybody say who they feel stole the show. To me, it was Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is General Izzy, or Izzo, or however you say it. He was hilarious. Great acting chops. He tried to come in with some improvised type dance moves. That was cool. And we didn't really get to see him fight too much. They had a scene at the end where he was fighting with sticks, and for the sake of the movie, that's okay. But in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, this is Blade. This is this is Blade, okay? Wesley Snipes really does martial arts in real life, not just for the acting ha shit. So he could have really wiped the floor with everybody in there, but I digress. What other cameos that I enjoy and like? Arsenio Hall, I thought he did a real good job coming back to reprise his role. Without him, to me, it made the movie feel authentic having him there. Because in the first movie, he was kind of in the mind like, why are you over here in America looking for a wife? You are a prince, you got money, you can choose any concubines, any wives you want. What is the point? And then I also liked in the first movie how he didn't really want to live anything less than royalty. He wanted to live in a nice apartment. We know what happened in the first one. He done took stuff out, put new stuff in. That was great. Now, Lisa, who played Hakeem's wife, still gorgeous, black don't crack. She still looked good. She came back to reprise her role. She didn't have such a big role in this, but I did enjoy seeing her back. Um, who else do we have? John Amos. Oh my God. It was good seeing him. Also, since James Earl Jones was his dad in this and he had passed, he went to him for fatherly advice. Got the throwback of him mopping in McDowell's. And that tied the movie together perfectly. We even got Louis Anderson to come back. That was crazy seeing these people, especially after 30 years. It was just a real joyous time. So the coming to America plot was pretty good. He goes to find his bastard son. That way he doesn't have to go to war with the neighboring country. And throughout this, it's kind of a fish out of water story again. So they kind of just basically flipped the plot. Instead of him coming to America, being of African descent in those cultures and customs, he comes his American son comes to Africa. So he's kind of definitely out of water. He doesn't understand the customs and certain things he has to do and rituals in order to become prince. So check out Coming to America. I heard critics saying it was too many musical performances and this and that. That's all bullshit. King Joffrey Joe is a king. And if you think about any kings now, Queen of England, any of them, there's no limit to money as far as entertainment or whatever you want. So I enjoyed seeing Gladys Knight in there. John Legend after the credit scene when he sung She's Your Queen. That was the best. I'm about to download that on iTunes today. Just cuz. Tiana Taylor did an excellent job. I like seeing Rick Ross out there. Rick Ross, shout out to the boss, Ricky Ross. That was hilarious. And Michael Blackson too. So check out Coming to America. It does have great rewatch value. My kids haven't seen the original one, so we're going to watch the original one together. Then I'm going to show them the new one and see how they feel about it, and how it transferred to the new generation. And of course, I had to rock my dashiki today, just for Zamunda. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're almost at 50 subscribers, so we're getting very close. And then we're almost at 100 different likes. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll holler at you later. Peace.